another new poem called No Men Are Foreign. In this poem, what the writer or what the poet is going to narrate us, or he was going to tell us, because as the poem name says that no men are foreign. Foreign, the mean or the word usually we use for those one who are not belong to our country. Isn't it, children? Is it clear to you? Because you may heard the word foreigner. What does it mean? Foreigner means usually they are not belongs to our country. Example, you take citizen. We use the word citizen. Citizen means a person, one who belongs to our own country. So it is common that the person, one who is not belongs to our motherland, he will be considered as a foreigner. So here a title says no men are foreigner. It means that there is no one in the sense all are belongs to our country. What does it mean, or in what way he has told that all are ours, all are belongs to our country? Why he has told that? That is the one thing. And other thing you may observe that suppose you are out of the India, and if you found anyone who belongs to India, especially who belongs to your hometown, and he belongs to your city where you are located. So that time you feel very you feel very affectionate to those person. Why? Because thinking that he belongs to my hometown, he belongs to my country, he belongs to my hometown, my native he was. So that kind of the affection we get with that person, we feel it as a family member or brotherly would we feel with them. Isn't it, children? So here poet says that you should treat everyone as your own, as your brotherhood, as your own people of the country. Then there is no enmity or there is no rivalry. He says that the same meaning he want to convey to us. And here the poet was James Kirkup. He was a poet of the poem. So let's read the introduction of a poet. That was James Kirkup. He was born on 23 April 1918, 10th May 2009 he died. So born on 23rd April 1918 and 10th May 2009. That was the birth history of James. And remember, children, here in English you won't get to write the introduction or the lifespan of the poet. It was only for the information sake we are reading, and they are given information about the poet. So he was a prolific English poet, translator and a travel writer. So he is a traveler in the sense he was not located to any one or particular place. He was keep on moving to one place to another place. As he was moving to another place, he used to write about that country or that origin of that nation. It is how you know, children, that if you are locating in one particular place and you are attached to that particular place or that particular thing, isn't it? In case you are keep on roaming from here to there, you will be attached to everywhere. Wherever you go, wherever you sit, you are comfortable. You may observe few people, they are sitting and they are having conversation with only few kind of the people. They are reserved kind, or we will call them as the moody. And suppose if you change the place of those children and you will keep that children with another children, they may not comfortable, they may feel insecure because easily they may not adjust with other. Suppose if you have a mentality that adjusting with everyone, or you are mingling yourself with all, then with whomever I will tell you to sit, whoever I will tell you to go, you will be comfortable, where you will adjust yourself, isn't it? So here the writer is such kind of a person who was traveling from one place to another place and used to write about all the places where he has visited and about the people whom he has met. About such he was writing. And as I told, he was moving from one place to another place. He has not having a feeling that belongs to mine. Wherever he was moving, that was his only. That was the kind of a mentality he had. So here he says that you adopt such mentality, that leave the selfishness, saying that my country, my people, you treat everyone as yours. Then there is no problem, there is no enmity arise between you. That was the message he want to give to you. Then he wrote over 30 books, including autobiographies, novel, plays. He started writing simple verse and rhymes from the age of 6. From the age of 6 only he has to write the poem, rhymes, or the play he was about to write. Then Macedon Boy, a poem, and a play Strindberg, a play, and his contribution. These two are the very noteworthy work of the James. He was honored by many countries. As I told, he was moving from one place to another place. He was writing about that places. For seeing the contribution of the work of James, he was honored by many countries. And what does he say in this poem? In this poem, the poet gives us a message about universal brotherhood. What specially this poem teaches us? That was universal brotherhood. That you should remember, children. Okay? Mainly, he was going to teach us universal brotherhood, in the sense treating everyone as your own brother, as on your family. That was the main that he was going to teach us. Look into the poem. Remember, no men are strange, no country is foreign. Beneath all uniform, a single body breathes like ours. The land our brothers walk upon is earth like this, in which we all shall lie. It means that he says that, remember, no men are strange. According to the poem here, we all are same. For us, nobody is strange. We are familiar with everyone. Familiar in the sense, I am Indian, right? And he is my brother. Next country who was next to us, neighboring us, don't treat them as a stranger. You treat them as your own. Suppose children, if all are having the same mentality as this poet had, then today we may not suffering this disaster, diseases, COVID. Isn't it, children? Today, because of that rivalry which arises in the mind of China, we are suffering, children. Isn't it? If they had the intention of brotherhood or the mentality of the brotherhood, children, today entire globe is safe. But they hadn't. Isn't it? So, move on with the poem. Remember, no men are strange, no country foreign. Beneath all uniform in the sense we all are same. A single body breathe. We are all same because like me, you people also breathing, she is also breathing, he is also breathing. Like our common work is breathing. If we are breathing means we are all same. Why we have to differentiate each other? So we all are same. Like ours, the land our brothers walk upon. See, the earth or the land is same. Isn't it? We all are moving in the same land. Then why we have to differentiate them? We are both, they are separate than us. So he says that treat everyone. The land our brothers walk upon. The land is our, and upon that land assume that these are our brothers and they are walking upon. Is earth like this in which we shall lie? Suppose if earth treat us as we are different, then today we may not lie on the earth. It means that you see, I say that this house belongs to me, right? This house belongs to me, and only my family member has to be entered in my house. And if I can, as a human being, I can have that mentality. In case if earth assume that these are not mine, these are in the sense we the people one who are living on the earth, if she earth, motherland earth, or the mother of earth, if she assumed that whoever living on the earth, they were not mine, then where we should go? Correct, children? Where we have to go? So here poet want to tell that you have a mentality like earth, where the earth treat everyone like our own children. The maybe a Indians or maybe a Chinese or maybe a Americans. She was treating everyone as her own child, so that we are peacefully living on earth. So poet want to say that you too have a mentality like a earth, where you can treat everyone as your own family members. Is it clear? Then they too aware of a sun and air and water, like us, all the human beings are aware of a sun, air and water. It means that there is no need to differentiate, saying that we are belong to this country, they are belong to that country. Why we have to differentiate? When features of the all human beings same. What is the feature of a human being? That we are breathing, we are feeling the sunshine, we can feel the air, we can feel the water, isn't it? So when all the function of a human being is same, then why we have to differentiate them with other country name? So don't differentiate them on the basis of the country name. Treat them all as a one. They are too aware of a sun and air and water, are fed by peaceful harvest, by war's long winter storm. So see, you are differentiating them with the name of a different country, when they are like us, feeling same sun, feeling a air and water, they are having the same kind of a human function like us, so that they can peacefully harvest, in the sense peacefully they can do their work and feed their stomach. But what we are doing, we are not leaving them to do the peaceful harvesting. We are struggling, we are doing a war against each other country, so that what happens, their working structure or the living format of those people may spoil. Assume that there are the two countries. Assume I am not particularly taking any of the country now, children. Just assume that there are the country A and country B. Right? As per the poet, all the countries, these two, not only A, B, there are many countries, up to a F or a Z only take. But the thing is that all the countries should treat as a brother. Suppose we think that a country A is superior and remaining country is a what? Inferior. And if we spoil and if we keep on attacking on them, what will happen? The working structure of these countries will spoil. Maybe they are doing a harvesting. The harvesting, if they can sit and eat peacefully, this is all are going to be spoiled. We should not do that, because see, like us, they too are human beings, they too are feeling the same sunlight. Anything differentiate between this country? No. If we want to say is that when natural or the nature is not discriminating us. Is it clear, children? You see, nature is not discriminating us on basis of our country, color, race or the economic status. No nature is going to be discriminate us. Only we the people, one who are living on the earth or one who are using a natural things of the nature, we are discriminating each other. We are rising our enmity, or we are rising a competition between each other, thinking that I am superior than you. This competition has created the war, so that people cannot live peacefully on the earth. That was he was saying in this poem. Their hands are ours, and in their lines we are read the labor not different from own. It means that, see, here he says that like us, they too having hands, correct? One who are working. Why you are disturbing them? Why you are troubling them with the work? You leave them to live and let live. Adopt the live and let live policy, so that even they can live peacefully. See, See, their hands are ours, and in their lines we read the labor not different from our own. They are like our country labor. You don't disturb other. It means that you have to treat everyone as I am treating that child is mine. Even I should treat you people as my own children. Clear, children? Then only the kind of affection will arise. What kind of affection? If I treat you people as my children, you will get the affection, love that the teacher is like my mother. She shows me so much of her love and affection to me. Isn't it, children? So he says that first you forward your hand move your hand forward to spread the love for the all. That means. Then remember, they have eyes like ours that wake or sleep, and strength that can be owned. So he says that remember that like us, they too having a common human feature. What was that? Breathing, feeling the sun, and having a benefit of a water, air, and all same. And remember that you keep on repeating them. You should remember that like us, they too have a hands. They too have a strength, and eyes they have like a sleep to rest. They have a strength too. Like us, they too have a strength. So that if you are slapping them, if you are hitting them, in return they can hit you. That you should have in your mind, isn't it? Is it clear, children? So we always should keep in mind that if we trouble someone, in return they can also trouble us. It may cause us dangerous. So you keep it in mind that before troubling anyone, they too may trouble you. So remember, they have eyes like ours that wake or sleep, and strength that can be owned by love. So you should remember that you should not show your strength, because they too have the strength like us. They may rebel against you. So you should won them by love. It means that we have to show love to our enemies like a friend. Then you can won the enemies like a friend. Then in every land is common life that all recognize and understand. So he says that here we are a guest on earth. We are guest of a few days. So keep it in mind, in every land, wherever you are born, maybe born in India, maybe born in America, doesn't matter, that is the land. And in every land, the life of a human being is common, simple. Today we are alive, tomorrow may die. Not tomorrow, within a half an hour we may die. We cannot predict the future. So a poet used the word common life. So in every land is common life that all can be recognized and understand. So all the human beings should understand the meaning of a life, that why we are born, that we have to recognize and we have to understand. Why we are born to do good for others, not to trouble anyone. That we have to recognize and we have to understand. And let us remember, whenever we are told to hate our brothers, it is ourselves. So we have to remember ourselves that we should not hate our brothers. The hating of our brothers, in the sense our neighboring country or our neighborhood, if we hate them, it was like hating ourselves. Why? Because the kind of a feeling or thought which we are cultivating in ourselves, it returns spoil us. Is it clear, children? Because, is it clear how, in the sense, if in your mind or in your heart, if you cultivate love and affection, it is a good, because what you cultivate, that you can give to others. If you cultivate love and affection, that you can give to others, that you can spread to others, in return they will all love your nature, and they will also give you a love and affection. Suppose if you are hating other one, always complaining about each other, then what they will do? If you come and if you enter the classroom, they will also hate you, they will ignore you. Yes? So he says that, remember that Let us remember, when we are told to hate our brother, it is ourselves. It is like that if I tell you, or if you are thinking that you are hating someone, one who is next to you, it is not that you are hating that next person. You are hating yourself by adopting a wrong culture or wrong habit that we shall dispose. So we have to dispose. What was that? Betray, condemn. We have to give up the thoughts of doing a bad. Betray in the sense doing cheating. Betray is the opposite of a loyal. Clear, children? So remember all this. Opposite word, loyal. Loyal opposite is betray. So you give up, you dispose, betray. By cheating other you give up, and condemning other that you give up. And remember, we who take arms against each other, it is human earth that we defy. It means that you remember that we have to give up all this quality. What was that? Cheating other, condemning each other, everything we have to give up. Suppose if you are not giving all these things, then what will happen? What will happen? We are taking that bad culture or bad habit. It will like how you know. Remember, we who take arms against each other, arms in the sense we are creating a enmity, or we are keeping, or we are increasing a rivalry against each other. It is human earth. You remember that I am in front of you and my enemy is in front of you. But where we are standing? Where we are standing? We are standing on the earth. That earth where she was sheltered to entire world. Maybe that earth is not belongs to us. We are not belongs to us. But she was tolerating us. She was tolerating our deeds. Either it is a good or a bad. So we should not harm us. She has not done anything to us. So you have to remember that if I am doing bad to you and he was doing bad to me, but in return it was affecting the earth. That word defile in the sense impure. We are polluting the earth. We are spoiling the structure of the earth. It is a human earth that we defy. Our hells of fire and dust outrage the innocent. So, on the earth itself, with our deeds, we are creating a hell. Our own deeds create the hell on the earth. It is the human earth that we defy. Our hells of fire and dust outrage the innocence. Because of our deeds, it is like firing ourselves and the beautiful earth which we are creating into hell. It is clear, children, where the poet was comparing that the earth, beautiful earth, which was like a heaven, that we are created like made it like a hell by firing with the deeds. Deeds was compared to a fire, and where all the innocence was died because of the outrage. Outrage is cruel work. Which is a cruel work. Because of the outrage or the cruel work, you created the earth as a hell. Of air that is everywhere that everywhere our own. Remember, no men are foreign and no country is strange. So he says that of air that everywhere ours. So the air which was there on the earth or the atmosphere, it is same. Can you say that we are getting oxygen only in India, only in Udupi, not in America anywhere? No. The air which you consume, it is same in entire earth. Isn't it correct? So as the air is same, earth is same, land is same, water is same. When all these natural things are same, then why we should be different? Why we should differentiate as mine, others? Why we have to keep that differentiate or the differentiation? So that making difference between each other, between each human, that we have to give up. Because when we are consuming the same natural things, then we too are like these natural things, we too should be same. Our hells of fire and dust outrage the innocence of air that is everywhere our own. Remember, no men are foreign and no countries are strange. So here poet says that here all are same, and we all are same in beneath of the same sky. So we should not differentiate them as a same. My country, other country, we never should discriminate anyone. So children, I hope the moral of the poem is clear to you. What was that? That we never discriminate anyone on the basis of our country, race, color or anything. Because we are consuming same natural things as nature never discriminate on the basis of our nation or the color. We too adopt the culture of our nature or the earth, where we have to tolerate, we have to show sympathy, love to each other, so that the rivalry will create, that we can solve and we can give the love to others. This is what the message that the poet want to give with us. And children, you read the poem at once and try to summarize the poem in your own words, and once you learn the meaning of a difficult words also, okay children, and we will meet you in the next class with another new topic children. Till then, take care, see you.